Hey world. So bureaucracy got very interesting today for me. I have some gifts to package for my fellow students. Um, yeah, it got very interesting. It's like these are my own personal bags that just literally was sitting in my closet. I did not purchase the gifts. These gifts are gifts from the library department. So I'm simply packaging it for the music department to give to them. And they're little card holders, things to go on the back of their telephones. Um, just to say thank you. There are some other gifts that the library has decided to give to the music department because they were very grateful for our performance at the ribbon cutting. Um, but bureaucracy has me now like, who is really who? Because I'm so a little bit confused about who's who. Um, so I'm gonna chit chat while I package up these gifts for my fellow students in the music department. Um, so where do I start? Um, well, I've already expressed how I feel like um, the faculty at um, my place of higher learning are like family to me. Actually, a good sister gave these to me I wouldn't even say a good sister entrusted me with this task of giving these the, um, to the department. Um, and there's a lot of good, amazing souls in my school. I love it. Like people be like, I know you can't wait to finish, and I'm like, yeah, I'm eager to finish, but I'm eager to finish because I want to do more. What I have done already, I mean, I didn't even realize the magnitude of a lot of different things until people showed me, and until I got to literally like experience, you know. Um, so one of the things that I did that I just was advocating and speaking up was I got in some folks' ears in regards to the gym. You spend all this money for the gym, it should be open to all of the students, not just your athletes. And um, it happened. It happened quite rapidly. And so many people expressed their gratitudes. And not only did they express their gratitude, I have been able to utilize the gym. And when I'm there are students that are also there who are not gym members. So it was like, oh, okay. I am not just, and I didn't plan on it to be like something. I just was doing what was in my spirit to do, like I always do. Um, so anyway, with that being said, uh, that's one of the things. Also, I feel like the noise that I have made in regards to the food pantry has opened it up. Not say opened it up. Opened it up is not the right word. But they have gotten creative because, to be quite frankly, um, one of the individuals that I bump heads with does have a powerful position, and I've already said this already. I've made up in my mind that I am not going to. These are cute, right? And they're sort of the colors because the colors are yellow and green. I made up in my mind that I'm just like not going to interact with this person. I don't work with them. Yes, I deal with departments that they operate over, but I have decided that, yeah, I'm all the way good. You know, it wasn't just one bumping of the head, one disagreement. It was, you know, a series, a series. It was them first um, coming unprofessional and raising their voice at me, trying to tell me what I seen with my own two eyes. Then it was me overlooking that, like, oh, hey, maybe they were having a bad day. I'm going to still speak up for what's right. And as I speak up for what's right, I am going to um, also, again, give this person the benefit of the doubt, not take it personal. And I still don't take anything that they have done personally, because I don't know this person personally. But it showed me about their character. And then, like right after that event that happened this semester, the beginning of the semester, right after that event, I introduced them to my son, thinking they would be like a positive individual, um, someone that my son could sit and trust and speak with in confidence, and they were the opposite of that. They were a little creepy, and um, after that, aren't these cute? So quick. It don't take a lot. It don't take a lot. So these are gifts for us musicians from the MLK Library per Dr. Joyce. Per Dr. Joyce. Thank you, Dr. Joyce. I'm going to put these in a bag. These should be enough. One of them is for me, so we'll leave that one there. And the rest is for my classmates, and I should have enough. I have a little bag. I get to travel even lighter than I did today. I did not take my book bag today. Oh, look, I got raffle tickets in here. So yeah. That was so quick. That took all of 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. It's 7 minutes in. All of 5 minutes. It doesn't take a lot of time. It just takes people who care enough to, maybe care enough is not the right word. It just takes everybody doing something. I'm going to get off the whole topic of that executive. I guess I would call them an executive. But I kind of feel that they're nervous because after they interacted with my son in the way, and my son told me he was uncomfortable with it, I told my son, listen, this is how we're going to handle this. Stay away from them. Excuse me. And he stays away from them. And when I see them, I don't speak to them. Why am I speaking to you? We're not in the same department. And I'm not going to go into the details out of respect to privacy for my son. But what I can say is, I am not thinking about you until I'm dealing with individuals that are connected to your department. The thing is, or connected to him, because he runs several departments. The thing is, the people that I am connected with are not a part of your hierarchy. So you can't bother me. You can't bother me, sir. You stay over there, and yeah. But I feel like they're nervous. I really feel like they're nervous. So they're like planting seeds and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But the more seeds that or the more negative energy that they try to put, like it definitely backfires. It definitely backfires. Um, but I didn't really get on here to talk about them. They just came up in topic because um, they just came up in topic because I was talking about bureaucracy. So on the topic of bureaucracy, um, me and some other students are part of a club. In my personal opinion, this club needs a little reorganization. That's just my personal opinion. There's individuals who I feel have disingenuine motives. And I say that because of little slick stuff they have said to me in the past, when they thought, I don't know what they thought. I don't know what they thought. I don't know what they thought. But they said little slick stuff, and I just took it in. I just made, mental notations of it because it's showing me their character. And if you have the audacity to say something slick about this individual who you're just not in a position to say slick stuff about this individual. You're just not. You're just not. I don't care if you feel that you got them by age but that's the only thing you got them by. You don't have them by success. So for somebody that's not at the level of success of another individual to be looking at minute, I mean, when I say minute, I mean teeny tiny things and trying to blow them out of proportion, to me is just unacceptable. Um, and I close up because I'm like, you just don't really know what it takes to achieve these things. You just don't. You have no clue. You think you know. You think it's as simple as obtaining degrees, which are not simple at all. Hello, you're struggling with an associate. So what the hell you think you're gonna do with a bachelor's? Oh God, I'm about to. Let alone a master's, let alone a doctorate. You think it's easy? It ain't easy. It's hard work. That in of itself is hard work. Then you got all these other factors that come into play. So it's not easy to be successful. It's not. It takes a good network of people who care about you. It takes you being determined, you being focused. It takes you sacrificing times where you could be, I don't know, wasting or putting it to other things. It takes a lot. Success takes a fucking lot, people. And unless you are on the trajectory of success, you just have no clue. You just feel like, oh, you have the audacity to look at something that's minute. I don't care about anything. Like anything that's minute, like you mention it to me, it's gonna be like, okay, so what? Like, all right, whatever, you know. So that's how I feel about that club. Like I feel like we need to reorganize. And I don't need it to be in a position of authority. I just want the things to work right and to operate together. My 6 cents, 7 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents be pretty on target, pretty on point. I've mentioned it before. I'm going to briefly mention it now because we have a task. We're supposed to be completing a task, I believe. I was approached by a member and they said, hey, we're going to do A, B, C, and D. We want to get with you to organize it. I said, hey, I believe that it's already being taken care of. I don't want to outstep any boundaries. So I'm going to we're going to let it be taken care of the way it's being taken care of. That was the honest communication. That was an honest communication. Now I'm like seeing, oh, it's still coming together. It's not actually planned out. Okay, all right. So we actually could be working together, but I literally told them we didn't need to work together because the person who is in charge said, um, I'm gonna handle it. So now I'm like, okay. And then I was like, oh, I don't. Here are some suggestions. And how would you like it to be handled? You know? And they kind of were like, well, it could go this way, it could go that way. And I was like, for me, and again, I should probably just mind my business. I should probably just mind my business. For me, I was like, you deserve more, you know? And you don't have to break the bank to do more. You just have to maybe do some more research. So, hey, I had some free time yesterday while I was trying to cool off my inferno. And I decided to take some of that free time and do a little bit of research. So I researched and I found that, hey, for a very reasonable price, here is another option. So I discussed that option, not with the students, but I discussed that option with the person who's supposed to be coordinating this. I believe this person is supposed to be coordinating this stuff. But maybe it's too much. I don't know. But when I discussed this option with them, they was like, oh, I didn't even know that. Okay, cool. And every day was good. And I was like, all right, good. We go. And then I got a message, and the message was like, yeah, they don't do that there. And I was like, that's strange. Because it shows me that they do that there. And I was like, well, maybe another location. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, you know, another location. It was like, yeah, I can't do the other location. I'm just going to go, you know, this other route. And I was like, that other route is not the same quality. Like, if you could get good quality for the same price, why not? Why not? Why not? Isn't it worth the effort? So something in my spirit said, why don't you call yourself? Why don't you make the phone call yourself? And so I made the phone call. I asked for the particular department. And when I asked for the particular department, they got on the phone. They said, oh, yeah, we do that. We just need 48 hours notice. But, or if you do it online, you have a shorter amount of time. And I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This person definitely told me that y'all don't do that. And I didn't argue with the person I was on the phone with. But it made me question, like, who is really authentic and who isn't? Who real, who not real? Who is motherfucking who? Who? And maybe it was an honest mistake and I'm putting too much thought into it. But I'm still just like, because this is what came to me also. What came to me is that they did not talk to the department. They only talked to somebody general. And a general person would not know what a department does. You need to speak to somebody in the department to know what the department does. A general person is not going to know. They're going to be like, huh? Nah, we don't do that. Whereas you speak to somebody that's in the department who actually is, you know, putting the stuff together, they're going to give you the right information. So that's what I get from that interaction. But now I'm just like, how to fix it? How to fix it? Because it's a simple thing. And yes, it may require a little bit more energy. And if it was like, if I had it in my ultimate power to do so, I would just put the order in. But there's so much information I don't have. I don't know what it's liked. I don't know what it's not. I got, only thing I know that's like is spicy. And spicy don't go with this task right here. And I just don't feel like what the person in charge wants to do or will settle to do is the best choice. I just feel is the better choice that is not as expensive. So I've got a better choice for a better buck. I got some time. I can do something to help make this work. Um, but then now I kind of wish that the people that wanted to actually work on this, I wasn't like, no, it's okay. It's all under control because is it under control? I don't know. And then the other part of me is just like, mind your business. Mind your business. Because for all I know, this is gonna be a whole social experiment. Like, let's see what these students is gonna do here, right here. Let's see what these students are gonna do right here. So I don't know, people. I know it's gonna unfold okay. I have reached out to people in my network to see how I could deal with this one task. It's just one task. It's just one task, and so that there ain't no stress, no extra stress on anybody. But yeah, I I don't know where I do know my trajectory. I just don't know like where am I actually fitting with my new family, my new work family. Where am I actually fitting? Again, I have met some amazing and developed some amazing friendships and relationships, professional relationships with people, but it's to a point where I could sit in these women offices and we can just have real honest, open conversations. In regards to career stuff and work stuff, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. This it seemed like a small task, the task that I just did, but this is a big thing. This is a big thing to me. You know what this tells me? The fact that she gave these things to me, and I'm pretty sure she's not even expecting me to do this. I'm sure she's not expecting me to do this. But the fact that she gave me these items and she opened up and shared this with me is showing me a level of respect that she has for me. It's also showing me a level of trust that she has for me. And I'm just like, thank you. You know, I feel a way that I didn't know that she just had a celebration herself a week ago. I had no idea. You know, but she does a lot of work, and like I respect her, and I can share my career goals with her, and she's like, yeah, do it. I see you. Go for it. And like those are the people I just want in my life. Like, and I don't share my goals with everybody. So again, that's not a small thing. That's a big thing. It seems like a small thing, but it's a big thing. So it just makes me wonder, like, okay, I like this facility. I think it's a wonderful learning institution. Um, I see that they have room for growth. It looks like they really, really value good folks, and I feel like some may have slipped through the cracks, but I don't feel like they. I don't know how to say. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. But for the most part, from what I have experienced in the short time I've been there, studying and interacting, I have developed more friendships and professional relationships with faculty. Several amazing sisters. Again, like I mentioned before, I wish it was a balance. I wish it was a balance, but public safety is definitely awesome, amazing. I did interact with two of their higher ups, well, three of their higher ups, actually, and those are good interactions, and those are brothers. So, it's just, it's different. It's like, okay, we can relate because we're of the same cultural background, but you don't know all the things that you may know, but you don't know. When I say no, I mean like you don't experience the changes that women go through. So to be able um, to speak with women, it's a great, wonderful thing, and I'm so glad that that one trusted me with the task of gifting the gift to the musicians, and I'm sure you know, they're gonna appreciate it. They appreciate it. And the bags are reusable. So hopefully they reuse the bags. Hopefully they reuse the bags. Hopefully um, they actually use those things, the majiggies. They're like card holders that you stick on the back of your phone, you know? And I am saying that this other task is going to get taken care of. I've reached out to people in my personal network to see how perhaps, because again, if it was in my capabilities just to put the order in, like, I promise you, I would put the order in. I promise you. But we already know that. We already know that I have a generous heart, right? We already know. Y'all don't know. That's because y'all don't know me personally. But I do. And I realized that I was a little bothered for a hot second, and then I had to correct myself and be like, Takara, stop worrying about what you can't do right now. Focus on what you can do. And what I can do is put those favors together. And I'm like, oh, well, let me go put these favors together for the music department. And I did it. And I love to do it. And now I ain't gonna stress. I am not stressing nothing because it's gonna work out somehow, some way. I don't know whether I made the suggestion to more than one person, so other people can look into it. Um, because again, it's reasonable, and I know that I cannot be the only one that feels like um, good, genuine, hard work should be acknowledged. Good, genuine, hardworking people should be celebrated. Like, I can't be the only one who feels that way. So that's all I got to say. But I did ponder a bit, like, who's who and what's what? 'Cause you just, but I get it. They didn't talk to the right person. I followed up. I spoke to the right people. We could make it happen. I don't know if they still want to work on it because I know this other person has other stuff to work on. Like, they got minor children. I don't have no minor children. I have the one son, and he's grown. And I have created healthy boundaries so that he does not occupy more. So he doesn't drain me. Let me just put it the real way. So he doesn't drain me. Because Lord have mercy, was I drained for the month of February. I feel like I'm still recuperating. And God, like God. I ain't talking about the God in the sky. I'm talking about true divinity. Like, I'm talking about true divinity. True divinity. I got some tea. True divinity. True divinity. Place me and position me to be replenished. And like, now that I'm replenished and I'm better than ever before, I'm just like, I wanna show my appreciation. I wanna just show my appreciation. I wanna show my appreciation. You know? So that's what I'm gonna do. Because I believe in ebb and flow. So when others are kind, and like I said, for this sister to be trusting with me the way she was trusting with me, I'm like, okay, because me and her we didn't have a falling out, but we just had we didn't even have a conflict. She just had to make a decision, and this decision, the thing is, you never, like, I know who her direct person is, because her direct person, the person that's over her boss, is my boss's boss, But the thing is, she still, when you are heading different departments, you got to be diplomatic. You can't um not take into considerations people's feelings. You know what I mean? So, I get why she made the decision that she made, and I didn't take it personal. I was just like, well, okay. It did kind of make me lose a little respect, but she has earned it back. She has definitely earned my respect back. But I had initially lost a little bit because I was just like you see. But maybe she didn't. Maybe she didn't see the full picture, you know? She probably now has more of a comprehensive evaluation of what exactly happened, you know, especially since she lost a staff member. Um, and it's the same staff member that I had went and spoke to her about because I wanted to seek some advice. Like, what do I do in this situation? She's like, girl, I'm paying no mind. You could come right here next to me. And I was like, no, I want to help the students. I just want to make you aware because they're trying to find out if, like, this person was really like trying to find out who my supervisor was, not knowing that her boss was my supervisor, and me and the boss was already had built a rapport before I had even got into that department. So she did all of that stuff and like put all of this negative energy out that came right back to her, to the fact that she's not even working there anymore. And you know, everybody there is looking at it on the surface level like, oh my god, she just quit, she didn't even tell nobody nothing. Oh no, it's deeper than that. She didn't just quit. She began to, she was like, for no reason, energetically and I believe even spiritually, attacking a good person who had no ill will towards anybody. And all of that negative energy that she put out came right back to her. So she was like hospitalized for weeks, and then she's gone. She's gone. And another individual who did the exact opposite of that, who was putting out a whole bunch of good, positive energy, like she's chilling. She's chilling. She's chilling. And I got nothing but love and respect for her. And again, the sister who I had lost just a little bit because of that situation, even though I understood it and I didn't take it personal, I felt the way because I authentically, it's just an authentic connection. Like it's an authentic connection. It's hard to describe when it's just an authentic connection. It's like, first of all, I didn't even know what she did. This is how I first met this sister. I was frustrated as heck. I was doing my very best to start school. And I did all the stuff that I thought I needed to do. And then I went to a bootleg school back in Brooklyn. I thought that I had earned an actual freaking degree, to find out no, some of these credits are valid, some of these credits are not valid. We gonna see if that student loan is still there. We gonna see if that student loan is still freaking there. The school is gone. Like it's just, it don't exist no more at all. So it was strange. It was really strange. But that was what was like a hurdle. Because they was like, oh, well, if you have a degree, you don't qualify for this, you don't qualify for that, and da 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 da. Da. And I was like, oh, okay. And then when I went to get my transcript, I'm like, where the hell is the school at? The school gone. What? And then I Googled and I see all of these things, these discrepancies. I haven't been freaking Brooklyn. Like, I haven't been to that school since before the pandemic. So I didn't know. I didn't fucking know the school closed down. I didn't know that some of the credits were accredited, some of the credits weren't accredited. I didn't know any of that stuff. But I just knew and know that their student loans, when motherfuckers are trying to still get money from me, and you telling me I don't have a degree. So what we doing? What's going on? So it got to the, I guess, the base of it, and the base of it is some of the credits are accredited, some of the credits aren't. But I was so frustrated. I came, that little hurdle was just coming from me doing my very best to work with the bureaucracy of the financial industry as a licensed life producer. Not an easy, it wasn't a hard task to get my actual license, but it was so tedious. Like the studying was tedious, the licensing was tedious. They did more clearances for me than ever, and I've done public safety since 2016 in New York, in the state of New York. So I'm used to doing fingerprints. Okay, all right, I'm good. That's to protect buildings and people. You're telling me to deal with money. I need to do two sets of fingerprints and not even regular fingerprints. I need to go to the federal. What's? Hold up. Maybe I'm applying for the wrong thing. Y'all might as just put a sister. Maybe I'm applying for the wrong job here. I don't understand, but it gave me a lot of insight of how this country is structured. Because if you give a security guard that's supposed to secure property and secure people just a basic background check, and you give the people that deal with the money extra background checks like they high, like they apply for the freaking FBI or something. What's going on? What's really going on? What's really good? What's really, really good, 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 good. Yeah, they did some. When I tell you they did some clearances on me, they did some clearances on me. FINRA? 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 Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I got through it. But then now I got to deal with the attitudes, and not even the attitudes, because I feel my direct hire, the person who directly hired me, she was wonderful, but she was, again, she was wonderful. She's making a good income. She was playing the game. Like she was playing, and she's winning. She's not just playing, she's winning. She's winning. She realizes it's a game. She's winning the game. And like, she was doing it all. Even like like it all. She's doing it all. And I got nothing but respect for her. But the people that was over her, the people that don't look like me and her, those people, yeah, those were the people that I didn't really mix too well with. Like my ancestral blood was boiling on several different things. They was like, okay, you got a podcast? Yeah, you can't do that. You had a cafe? Yeah, no, you can't open that back up while you do this. What else you do? And I'm just like, first of all, the cafe ain't even open. Second of all, the podcast ain't even monetized. Damn. Damn, you nosy motherfuckers. What the fuck? What the fuck? This how y'all act? This how y'all act when somebody black trying to get on the right track now. It was frustrating. It was frustrating. And then, of course, there was a quota, and I met it. Like, I was meeting my quota, I was meeting my quota, and then the whole computer system shut down right at my deadline. And I was just like, oh, y'all funny. Oh, y'all really don't want me to get this. But guess what? It's all good because guess what? I may not get my wealth through this way, but I'm still going to get it. So thank you for going so hard because for the whole freaking system to shut down right before my deadline was for me to meet as a partner. Okay. Okay, and then they took like, I feel like, and I might be exaggerating, but I feel like they took like 3 months to pay me. Because they was like, well, we got to wait to the end of 45 days and da 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 da. And I know 45 days is only a month and a half, but that's a month and a half after the business has been written. So that doesn't count the month that it took to actually accumulate the business. What? So I had already, like, I was up to here with bureaucracy. And so now to, like, be still, follow my spirit. My spirit's like, go to school. I'm like, okay, now I'm in school. And I'm thinking, okay, everything good. Everything about to start off great. School hitting me with this whole thing between my old school and the new school. And the old school don't even exist no more. And I was tired. I remember walking the hallways and getting ready to say, fuck it. Why am I even going this hard? I don't even need to go this hard. I don't fucking need to go this hard. Like, all of my needs are taken the fuck care of. Literally. Why am I going this hard? Why? And I met that lady. And she said, what is wrong? And I told her very briefly about what I was experiencing with my credits. And she said, don't you give up. Go talk to this person. There's scholarships. There's money. There's a way for you to come if you really want to come. And that was just the boost I needed to keep on fucking going. So that is how I met this woman. I met this woman before I knew what she did. I didn't know what she did. She was just somebody passing in the hallway. I was just in the hallway. She just connected. It was just an authentic connection. And that's where we are. I found out today that she's a fellow Taurian, and Taurians are the best. I don't care what nobody says. Taurians are the best because Taurians, even though we may have to make hard decisions sometime, at the end of the day, we're genuine. At the end of the day, we're going to do our best by you and for you. So, Taurians, all day, every day. And for me to find out she's a Taurian, I'm like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm surprised. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just grateful. Grateful that she trusted me with this task. Grateful to be able to spread some more love and joy tomorrow through my gift. I just took some sea moss. I'm making some dinner. I'm going to bed. I'm drinking some tea. This tea is good for me in all many ways. It's good for my throat. It's good for my body. It's a red clover. I had to double down on that red clover. This is the sixth. I'm even scared to cough. But I had to. The rivers are flowing. Um, enjoy the sea. I just had some sea moss. I'm gonna watch some funny stuff, and yes, I think a lot. I think a whole lot, and I suppose things are unfolding the way I don't suppose I know things are unfolding the way they are supposed to unfold, and all is what it is. All is what it is. What's for me is for me. I love my new family. Um, I'm excited about my growth, and I'm just gonna continue working, continue working my way and just being me. My professor today gave us a very heartfelt message, and not even heartfelt, soul felt message. And she's like, yeah, we need strong voices, so keep using your voice, And to me, that is like, that made my inner child like smile with glee. Because as a child, do you know the most ass whoopings I got, why it was for? You want to know the most ass whoopings I got as a child was for? Hmm. The absolute truth, my mouth. My mouth. I'd get beat for saying something like, wait a minute, this don't make no sense. And it wasn't like I was being rude or nasty. I was just being honest. and and life has tried to come at me too with butt whippings, but I'm so glad to be past those times. I'm so glad to be in these new times where freedom of speech is not just a theory, but a thing that I use on a daily basis. Now, some things, like I get it, I'm wise enough to not say everything that's on my mind most of the time. Most of the time. Some of the time, a lot of the time, it's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. But not inconsiderately and not egotistically, but from genuinely just my spirit is like, oh no, you cannot sit still. Like I was at the fundraiser, sitting at the fundraiser Saturday, and a sister next to me, which I forgot even her position, because she's just, we haven't become familiar, but we were creating some type of bond until I realized her bondage kind of prevents us from going a little deeper. But nonetheless, she still invited me into her organization. I'm pretty sure if I drop that $300, they're still going to accept me. Um, and we're now at a whole nother organization function, which has just as much prestige and just as much power. And because it's a bunch of black women, hello, we need to realize how powerful we are. We need to stop putting our power outside of ourselves and into things that people have given us. Here, take this religion. This is why you're gonna function. And then they're just like, okay, let me power it up with my beautiful blackness, huh? Mm-mm. That's not what we were doing back in the day. Back in the day, what we were doing was like, okay, y'all seen Sinners? I don't even have to see Sinners. I have just seen like the movie Sinners. I have just seen and heard little tidbits that I know what the whole freaking movie is about. It's about a woman making sure her and hers is okay, practicing her ancestral spirituality. And I don't know whether she put on the front as if she wasn't or not, but she's definitely was. And I know that's what goes on in that movie right there. So back in the day, that's what our people did. Our people put on that front, like, okay, all right, yeah, white man, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, and then we were still with our herbs. We were still with the earth. We were still practicing our ancestral knowledge and our ancestral spirituality. Now, now you see memes and reels of that look like me that are like literally crying over statues that look nothing like them. They have been ultimately brainwashed. And I'm not saying that she is, because she is leaded by a brother. So I'm hoping that this brother is a brother who wants to liberate and not put into bondage, because some brothers, they ain't about liberation. Some of them about bondage too, and I ain't talking about that 50 Shades of Grey bondage that you might like. I'm just talking about that mental bondage for their pockets to be fatter, that type of bondage. I don't know the brother, so I'm not talking negative about him. I've only seen him one time. So I'm hoping, again, like I said, that underneath that leadership, that he's doing his best to lead people in the proper direction. And I think the proper direction is really tapping into your own divinity. Yeah. But anyway, let's get back. I'm at the table. She makes a negative comment about our new governor. And part of me was like, read the room. You are in here amongst elders. Perhaps this is not the time for you to speak the truth. But my spirit, and I was enjoying my food too, my spirit was like, you cannot say nothing. You have a voice and you have to use it. And so I said something, and I said something very respectful. I didn't say it rudely. I didn't say it with an attitude. I said it in a nice tone, and it was very simple. Our mouths are powerful. So even though the circumstances don't look favorable, we can still speak success onto this person. And they took it and ran with it. Like, they didn't take it and think about it. They took it and was like, success to that person? No, I seen this and I was here and was you there and da da da. And I was like, I wasn't there for that particular demonstration. Nonetheless, our mouths are still powerful. So we can speak success. Well, he's not winning. And I said, he can win. Well, he is not winning. I said he is winning. He is winning. I'm not gonna make a suggestion and don't follow it. If I'm saying that we can speak positivity onto people and into people, well, let me use this as my opportunity to speak positivity into this man right here. Let me take this opportunity to say he is winning. He is our new governor. Let me put that out there. And she continued, and I excused myself. I got some air. I put it out in the air. He's winning. And then I came in and sat down and enjoyed the rest of the fundraiser. But it gave me insight into her character, not only into her character, to why people would they be like, oh, this is this way because this person is being oppressive and that person's being oppressive. Sometimes the oppression is coming from within. Sometimes it's coming from within, and it's not maliciously most of the time being done. Most of the time it's being done out of ignorance, and unfortunately age can give you some knowledge and some things, but doesn't necessarily always give you wisdom, especially if you've been having the same program repeated into your mind for extra decades. Like, it to reprogram yourself is possible, but it has to take you wanting to do it. And I feel like the most hugest deja vu right now. So with that being said, I'm gonna press this X. I'm gonna go put my pasta in, and I'm gonna go continue in this timeline. That's my greatest, happiest, healthiest, wealthiest timeline. And that's all. That's all. You can manifest your best life. I don't know who has listened here this whole entire hour. Um, Birds of a freaking feather for sure. I'm looking forward to actually be paid, actually being paid to speak, because it's gonna be phenomenal. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can see it, and I'm so ready for it. So have a great night, people. You can manifest your best life as well. Make sure that you click the links in the bio. And thank you for listening to my experiences, because my best life is unfolding publicly. Now, you won't know everything, but you will know enough to know that if I can, former foster child, former orphan, yeah, you certainly can. So keep believing in yourself, keep going forward, keep doing the work, because it's work. It's work. And I'm going to publish up my song because I think my song is very inspirational. And all of the songs were inspirational. All the songs were like my soul reflecting back to me, even some of the lyrics. I'm just going to very briefly say, the first band, it was three bands. The first band that went was talking about self-reflection, which is what I do on a daily basis. The second one was me. I was talking about how we need to um, lead ourselves and develop our own characters and not just accept the dictations of others over us. And the third one was about love, a yearning love. I was just like, so this is what you're doing, soul? You're reflecting through all of these amazing, talented people back to me. Wow. And to think I wasn't even in class every day. No. Who would have known? What if I would have showed up every day? What it looked like? No. Take my silly behind on and eat and enjoy my evening. I'm so grateful for my growth, and I'm going to continue to grow and 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 grow. This is just the beginning. So thank you for those who acknowledge me. I appreciate you all. Thank you for those who empower me. I appreciate you all. Thank you for those who can see me for who I truly am. I appreciate you all. And thank you for those who can't, because you challenged me to still hold true to who I am, even when there's adversity. The adversity doesn't change me for the negative. It pushes me more into being myself and allowing more of divinity to flow through me. So I appreciate it all and every one. And that's all I got to say right now.